Yeah.
Can you just get a video of me with me jump back onto my leg?
Yeah. When I was a younger man, probably half the age I am now, I never used to have any problems thinking of things to write songs about. Probably because the music that I wrote was quite rebellious in its nature, and I was generally a bit miffed about the way the world was going. And I still am a bit miffed about how the world is going, but it's harder to write angry, political punk rock songs when you're married with 2 kids and a mortgage and you work in television. It also gets increasingly hard to find the time to actually do anything creatively. So I've been hunting for a way to be able to get inspired from anywhere, basically, and without having to carry a lot of musical equipment around with me. Hold on. Yes. I began to think back to my time at university and at school where we studied different forms of music, and I thought, what happens if there is a way to generate a selection of notes from a location or an event, but then also to gather the structure of the piece, number of bars, key, and the scale or mode. And so I thought I would just resort to a good old-fashioned notebook and pen. How about giving you an example of how I'd actually use this in practice? Come with me as we go on a recent family trip to the Sphinx Memorial in the Ku-ring-gai National Park, north of Sydney.
I'm videoing! Are you taking a picture of that cloud?
Want a drink of water?
We need to come down here. Come.
Another anthill.
Nice little family interlude. Anyway, so from that little trip, I came up with some numbers, which I have on my pad. The numbers I came up with were 5756 1327 0829. And what are those numbers? Well, 5756, as this cutaway here will show you, was his kind of military registration number. He was a member of the 13th Battalion, and 270829 was the fact that he died on the 27th of August 1929. Now, to get the number of bars, I took the years of World War I, 14 to 18. I add the numbers together, so 14, 18 is 32, and then I multiply the remaining numbers. So 3 times 2 is 6. So the piece is 6 bars long, and then in terms of a key and the mode, there was lots and lots of anthills around. So ant begins with A, and then the man himself was a private, and so the Phrygian mode is the one. So that is how I put those numbers together, and this is how I then put them into music. Okay, so here we have my performance rig, and this is Fugue Machine running inside AUM. Let's get rid of that glare. So as you can see, I have got a series of notes. In case you haven't used Fugue Machine before, these 2 white lines are an octave, and it's divided up into divisions of whatever you choose. So as you can see, it is 6 bars a Phrygian. And then in terms of the numbers, so it's 5, 7, 5, 6. So this is 5 steps up. 5, 7, 5, 6. 1, 3, 2, 7, 0. So there's a missing note there. 8. First note up an octave. 2, 9. So we have it. That is how we put the numbers in. Now, of course, there is lots to be done after that, but that is for another video. Hello, Phil from The Edit here. Now, I've realised that some of you may not want to go on excursions to do this. Now, I am one of those people, if you can see those, that in my past has played Dungeons and Dragons. So I have a selection of randomly big-sided dice to make decisions in Dungeons and Dragons with. Now, you could also use these to make music with. I have a D8, so you could use that to set number of bars, for example. I have a D12, so you could use that to set the key. I have a D6, which you could use to set the mode. And then I have a variety of other dice, which you could use to actually choose the notes. So I guess what I'm saying is, you don't need to actually go and have adventures if you don't want to. Drop my dice to find these numbers. You can generate them from anything. The number of times your cat meows during the day, the number of tiles on the bathroom floor, etc. Now obviously, if you never turn these notes into a finished piece, then that's on you, that's not on me. And as I said earlier, you still have to find the time to be able to do that, which is a struggle, and why I use an iPad, because it means that any available minute I have in my day, I can use a little iPad and do some music. This piece is finished and is called Music for Remembrance. It is out on Bandcamp. My name is Decibel Boy. If you search for Decibel Boy, you'll find me and you'll find the piece. It has a picture of the Sphinx as the front cover. I have not investigated the chap who made the monument, or whether he has any family, or whether they're happy with me making this piece or not. I'm extremely moved by the fact that this gentleman came back from the war so wounded and yet expended a serious amount of his energy. It basically killed him, from what I read, to make this monument to his fallen comrades. So if you are a member of the family and you find this piece is upsetting and you'd like for me to take it down, please get in contact. I meant no offence by making the piece. It's a piece meant to honour him and his efforts, and actually all of his fallen comrades and all of the fallen soldiers in all wars ever since. So there we have it, how to compose out of anything. Hopefully that has been of some help. If you would like to see what my rig does, then leave some messages below and we will have another video on those. In the meantime, I hope 2025 is treating you well. Have an excellent rest of January, more videos to come from me, more music to come from me. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.